glute.
Yep.
The famous Darcy glute.
Look, he's going for early views.
Going for early, no, just connecting in here at that sacrum attachment. So the old karate chop is how you know where you're going to be going. Follow that line of my forearm. G'day, Jason and Darcy here. Today we're doing a maintenance session on Darcy's lower back and glute. So we're treating 30 people a week here. And yeah, so I do this treatment so often, whether it's, as I said, for maintenance, or if the person has previously come in for pain and we just want to keep them at that level where they're not in that painful state anymore. So we're going to start. Bye, Aaron. Good luck. So we're sinking in. First point of contact is on the sacrum. So, so you can see here my palm just lands right on the sacrum there, and we're just sort of mobilising that sacrum. So I'm putting my pressure down towards the table. And this is a nice introduction for people that if they have had that lower back, sometimes we don't want to go straight into that. We want to connect in with a bony area. And this is a nice sort of safe area that we can connect with, but people know straight away, okay, he means business in this treatment. It's a good one to mobilise because there are so many layers of tissue that cover the sacrum. So a lot of people just think, and if you probably palpate on yourself, if you touch your own sacrum, you'll feel like it's quite bony, but there's actually like 3-4 layers of tissue that cover that sacrum. So there's the thoracolumbar fascia, and then those deeper layers of muscle and tissue that wrap over the top. So we want to just place our palm and just hold it there. All right. So we're just waiting there. We can spend a couple of minutes just holding pressure here, just slowly going through the gears. So we're starting at sort of 20, 30% when we first start, and now I'm sort of getting up to like 70 or 80%. But it's that gradual build up that allows you to get to that point. We don't want to start too heavy where you're feeling like it's a bit past your boundary. But yeah, this is such an important area that we treat on so many of our clients, whether they're tradies or people that sit at their desk 8 or 9 hours a day. Like, this area just gets so tight. And yeah, you don't have to be in pain to get this treatment. I have so many clients that are on fortnightly, monthly, 3-weekly, whatever it might be, that
Rosters?
It's just a maintenance session.
Yeah.
So
on the roster?
Yeah, on the roster.
In
and
the
it's
calendar.
just to prevent that pain from coming back. So even I've had some clients when we've got them out of the pain, they're like, oh, can I come back when I'm not in pain? Like, they don't know that you can get treatment without being in pain. So they think because we treat a lot of pain, they think that's all that we work on. But no, you can come back and just get maintenance. It's like your car. We always say, you service your car so it doesn't blow up. So we do the same thing with the body. We maintain it with through treatment, through movement, through exercise, rehab, whether that's what the client needs. But then, yeah, we can get that monthly, fortnightly treatment in depending on what your body needs. So now we've moved up into our lower back money spot, the classic spot here. So just where the lumbar spine meets the pelvis. We're touching in there and just hooking back in. So this hand is just reinforcing so it can pull back into that groove.
And just overall, people feel good, you know, like they value their body, their health. Health is wealth is a little saying we like to say. You know, you got one vessel in this life, why not take care of it? You know, your car blows up, you go and trade it in, buy a new one. Your body blows up, you can't do that. You're stuck in bed, you're in hospital. You know, the cost of inaction, you know, what would you rather be? A sick man has one wish, a healthy man has thousands of wishes, you know, so or an injured person's got one wish. So take care of yourself prior, get the maintenance, do the service, book it in. If it's, just make it a priority, but you've got to want it. Yeah, you've got to want to prioritise it. It's up to you. Thanks, man.
Yeah. Lots of wisdom there from Darcy, our man. But yeah, so he's a little bit sore. He's been doing a bit more training, ramping up in towards the footy season. He started to go a bit heavier at lifts, so maybe he'll catch us this year. He might pull a PB at the end of the year. Let's see.
I'll definitely pull a PB.
That's locked in.
That's locked in. I will.
180.
180 will be good. I've done a 140 squat, so I'll be able to do that again. Got that on film. And yeah, bench 130.
Oh, that's big. That's flexing, that is.
Yeah.
I've got nowhere near that.
But the idea is to still stay at like 74 kilos. So
don't want to bulk up too much.
Nah.
Keep it
just
lean.
Get strong, powerful, explosive. Play well in footy, and still be strong. Just consistent training. Back to training in the afternoons, which makes a difference for me. Back to
Definitely
training.
a lot stronger in the afternoon.
Yeah, training on a different day to my football training as well gives me a bit. But geez, I always saw the difference between waiting a night.
The next night. Yeah.
My quads.
When the soreness kicks
I
in.
was heavy as.
Yeah.
It's actually easier doing legs on the same day as you.
Yeah.
Running.
It's like you've just done a big warm up a bit earlier, isn't it? But the next day, you that's when the soreness is generally kicking in
DOMs, the heavy quads.
So doing a stroke up the erectors here. So the erector spinae muscle group run all the way up the back. They span off and attach through the ribs at different levels. This is a really good one to just clean out. We're just going to hold in there. It's starting to be a broad pressure, so if I want to, I can sharpen and be a bit more precise, but feels like I just want to stay a bit broader there and just slowly plough my way through. Just these little wiggles as well can help to mobilise if sometimes that lower back feels a bit compressed. Sometimes it feels like you just need to do a few of these little bounces. It just helps to move your way through those tissues. Sometimes you get a little crack, which is good. Feels relieving there.
Oh, she's tight.
She's tight.
Feel it all the way down into my hip. Really
that one's referring down. Yep. Yeah, that's quite common into the glute. Sometimes wrapping around more into that TFL, quad, hamstring. There's quite a lot of referral pattern from this lower back and glute. Keep it broad. Getting a bit of a skin drag there now. He didn't wax up too much, but
it's nice, slow enough.
That's the other thing we say. If you're going slow enough and you're truly going at the rate the tissue allows, you don't get that real friction, burn, and traction on the skin. It actually just feels like that deep therapeutic connection. So we're working through, and we'll sink out of that one.
Oh, that's a nice sink out.
We'll come around, we'll do a bit of the glute.
Yep.
The famous Darcy glute.
Nope, he's going for early views.
No, just connecting in here at that sacrum attachment. So the old karate chop is how you know where you're going to be going. Follow that line of my forearm.
Yeah.
Hook up into
Don't give too much away.
No, not too much. Just for those following along at home.
Yeah. Try the karate chop.
Try the karate chop.
Jason's karate chop.
And then that way I can just point it a bit more. I can blunt it if it's too intense. So because we're more of a maintenance session, I can start a bit broader. I can wriggle into those sacrum a bit more by pivoting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's good. Wow.
Oh. So yeah, it's probably the most common area that we treat on our clients is lower back, glute, hip, that sort of area. Just with modern lifestyle. Even people that train in the gym, we have a lot of clients that, they do train a lot, but they're sedentary for that 8 or 9 hours or 10 hours sometimes if they're just a big workaholic sort of thing. So that time spent sitting down, even if it's just a few minutes every hour, if you just stand up, move your hips around, do something just to get those muscles moving, because it's just that stagnation that builds up. And then, yes, you're training and that's a good thing to be doing, but that's where that imbalance builds up when you're spending that time sitting down, not doing anything. So just little things where you can get up and move and, just little things throughout the day to break those patterns.
Yeah. You can have a foam roller break or a massage ball. Or...
Yeah.
Oh, Jace, that's so good. Oh, fuck. Oh, excuse my French.
Oh, yeah, he's let a big bomb go. Look out. Not a fart, he hasn't farted, so...
Oh, that's good.
So now we're just tracing back the other way around that sacrum. So.
Oh, yeah.
Over the mound, yet. Got to work through the mounds. And yeah, so with the maintenance sessions, we're not generally pinning as much. If we do find a spot, we stop, sit on it, hold it. But if it's feeling all right, we can sort of start to move through it a bit more. So it's trying to be, get a bit more blood flow, a bit more movement through the tissues. So it's a slightly different style to if we're actually addressing a pain or a dysfunction.
Jason, might have to just pause. We've got a client who needs to come in.
Yep.
Just
So give me 2 seconds. All right, we're back. And we're going to wrap that one up. Move on to a quick one through the other side just to even him out. So we'll just do a sped up version, a little bit of wax. So we remember, first point, connect in, sacrum, 20% pressure to start, so he knows it's a good connection, it's therapeutic.
The placement of the hand though, isn't it?
Placement of the hand, yep.
Yeah, it's important.
And using the palm, so the heel of my hand, so it's like that. If you can't see, like that. That pressure there. And then if I want to, if I feel like I can traction the opposite side, so we almost get a little bit of a mobilization and start to create a little bit of rotation just through some of those spinal segments. Sometimes you feel that like there's just that denseness in this area that just feels like it needs to be mobilized. Sometimes up in that thoracic spine, so just providing a little bit of traction there. Counter strain, like there for Darcy, feels like there's a bit of a block, so we're sort of blocking both points. And then what I can do is I can start to actually ramp it up. I can get on the table here to put a bit more pressure through.
Oh, yep.
So yeah, we encourage our practitioners that we're training up, if they can't get enough pressure when they're standing, actually get on the table, get that, use your body weight, use your strength. So yeah, don't be afraid. Some practitioners are a bit hesitant to use their strength and their weight that they've got, but that's where you're going to get a lot of the relief for your clients. And even if it is a maintenance session, it's still good to be able to go through the gears and hit those spots. So then we're into that lower back money spot. So we've sped up this side just so you can see it again. But yeah, work through there. One with the palm again, bit of the introduction stroke. Feel what's going on in that area. You don't want to go straight to the elbow because even if it is a maintenance session, you still want to build into it. We don't want it to be sort of a shock of a really deep pressure straight away. So we're still building into it.
Oh.
Yeah, our man's going to be performing. Back to training tomorrow night.
Yeah. My right side already feels like warm. Just rushing blood. It's really cool.
Russian blood?
Blood's Russian.
Oh, blood's Russian. Okay.
Oh, that's.
Thought he's had some Russian blood in him.
Yeah, a bit of Russian. A bit of very,
keep Russian.
Taiwan. Oh, yeah, that's good.
Connected, so I've got a good spot there, so I'm trying to just pin and hold it, waiting for it to soften before we move through.
Wow. Oh.
One up the erector. Broad elbow, forearm, connected in, starting on the sacrum, and then I'm just going to drop into that slot. So we can sharpen there, I can blunten it, change my pressures just by rotating that forearm. Little wiggles, little shimmies.
Oh, it feels amazing. Oh, I'm going to be taller.
He is, yep. Be about my height, Darcy.
Yeah, that'd be huge.
Oh, I better stop then. Can't have him being taller than me. We don't want that.
Yeah, we do.
Got to be taller than someone.
Yeah.
No, I think we've actually got a few people covered here, Darcy. There's a couple of ones that it might be a bit... No, we won't name them.
All right.
But I think we both know there's a couple of people, a couple of senior practitioners. Might be a bit shorter than us. So glute, getting those sacrum attachments. Sometimes you can get that referral from this glute medius, can go straight into the glute max. So if you're really feeling a lot of tension in the glute, sometimes it can actually be this glute medius that might be overworking.
Sure.
Having some referral pain, sometimes into the hamstring.
Yeah. Oh. Wow.
Shooting everywhere, that's good. Means we're on the money. It's good information. And we'll treat that one a bit more off camera. But there it is. So there's a little lower back glute maintenance session that we do with a lot of our clients here. Every week we're doing lower back glute. It's the most common area. So yeah, if you're struggling or if you just want some maintenance, sitting down all day, come in, book a session and we'll sort you out. Thank you.
Done.